Something super awkward just happened. So I just went to go get the venti iced white mocha with sweet cream and extra caramel drizzle. So I drive up to the window. Cashier says, the person in front of you already paid for your drink. I was like, how sweet. So I just pulled around the building and there is a guy in his car like this. Hey! I was like, ah! I saw the look of disappointment on his face. So he rolled down his window and I'm like, he apologized and said, sorry, I thought you were someone else. That wasn't for you. So I laughed. He laughs. I was like, thanks for the coffee though. He said, you're welcome, but can you pay me back for that? So all I have is my credit card. So I tell him I don't have cash. All I have is change. He's like, oh, it's fine. Change will do. So I just paid this man back $7 or almost $7 in change. Man, it's gonna be a great week. Oh, they are done. So I have some college sorority friends. They all decided that they would challenge each other and see who could sleep their way through the alphabet first. As in hook up with a guy, beginning with each letter of the alphabet. I mean, seriously, what could go wrong? They just started this challenge 2 months ago. One of the ladies already made it to letter K last night and then found out today that she is pregnant with a child. Bun in the oven. And not with one, not with two, but with 3 babies. Well, someone was fertile, and she doesn't know who the dad is. It could be Alex, Ben, Caleb, Darren, or the other 6 guys. But on the bright side, she hooked up with letter K last night. Therefore, Kevin from Arkansas State University, you are not a father, champ. Congratulations, bro. As for the rest of the letters, it's a guessing game. Who's about to be a dad of 3? So I did my laundry at my boyfriend's house and I left my bra, and this is the video he just sent me.
Dun-dun-dun. Dun-dun-dun. Help! Spider-Man!
Like what? You should see what else he just sent me. So I don't know if any of you guys have heard about this, but there was a bomb threat in Wichita, Kansas, and oh my gosh. So apparently a guy was in Home Depot and he starts walking towards the bathrooms and he says, hey guys, I'm about to blow this place up. And so the customers in the store told like the front desk, and then the front desk called like the police and like law enforcement or like whatever. So everyone's literally prepared for a bomb to go off. And this man walks out of the bathroom confused. He's like, no guys, like I didn't literally mean like I was gonna blow this place up. I mean like I just had to take a fat crap. He just wanted to warn all the other customers to leave the bathroom so that he could do his business. And an update, Home Depot actually has a sense of humor, so they decided to not press charges. So I just managed to get myself into a little bit of an uncomfortable situation. I just went into Starbucks and I saw a couple standing in the line in front of me. And I kid you not, they were the cutest couple I had ever seen, with the cutest little kids. So I said, excuse me, you guys are such a cute couple. But the guy just laughed and said, oh, she's my sister. And I said, shoot, I'm so sorry. The man in line said, you know what he says? He says, don't be sorry, we're also married. So then I'm like, he's like, what? Thought they were messing with me. So I waited for the punchline of the joke. One didn't come. So to break the awkwardness, his sister/wife said, that means he's the father and uncle to our children.
Oh my gosh, I'm gonna be sick.
I was already having a bad day. Just when I thought it couldn't get any worse, I just watched a grown woman pull down her mask, pick her nose, and look at it as if it was going to start talking to her. Apparently she didn't like what it was saying because then she flicked it. It didn't come off. So she wiped it on the back of the man that was standing in front of her. I was gonna say something, but to my surprise, he turned around and grabbed a handful of her booty. I don't even know what to think. Like, are they married? Should I have said something? Tell me when you're married that stuff doesn't happen. If that stuff just casually happens when you're married, I don't want it. I hate Walmart. So I haven't told a story time in a while because my life hasn't been interesting, but my mom went with me to my doctor's appointment because I'm a child and I can't go alone. So I explained to my doctor that my back hurts. Pretty sure it's my kidneys. He's like, here, go put on this gown. So I'm like, okay. Like, this is kind of a revealing gown, but okay. So I think that he could, like, sense the discomfort. So as he's walking out of the door, he says, I've seen you and your mom naked. What? My mom and I are like, because, like, whenever I delivered you when you were a baby. And then my mom started to laugh, and I felt forced to laugh. And apparently this doctor delivered me when I was a child, and he felt compelled to make that joke, which left my mom and I a little uneasy for the day. My body looks a little different, doctor, than it did whenever I was born. One of my guy friends went on the worst day ever. Watch this video. Dude, okay, so Aiden literally just went on the weirdest freaking date. He literally went on a date with someone's mom.
Whoa. if you're gonna tell it, just tell it right. Actually, I'm just gonna tell it. So my friend set me up with this girl.
And I dropped him off at the date.
And when I got there, all there was this older woman at a table. So I'm like, are you Katie? And she's like, oh no, that's my daughter. Then she was like, my daughter will be here in a minute. Katie never showed up. She was just never there. So then this lady says Katie's at home and she would drive me.
And he went to her house.
And as soon as I walk in there, three other guys sitting on the couch. What is going on? The next thing I know, this woman has us bent over.
No, because literally what?
For cleaning her pool. But long story short, Katie doesn't exist. I went on a date with a mom and I cleaned a pool with 3 other men, but she did pay us.
Yeah, but tell them how she paid you. Today I'm gonna be teaching Matthew how to use a tampon. We're gonna take this box.
Which flavor?
Flavor?
Blueberry, strawberry, and grape.
Those aren't flavors. Now
Wait, what does the R mean?
stands for red blood. Yeah.
You're lying. Hey Siri, what does the R on tampon stand for?
The R on a tampon stands for raging, rapid, ruthless, red bleeding.
Matthew, stop.
Hey, so are you telling me that this whole thing is gonna go up inside of you?
The whole thing doesn't go inside of me. I'm gonna demonstrate how it works.
You don't need to do that. What do you mean?
Not demonstrate on me. I'm gonna show you how it works on the water bottle you're drinking. First, you're gonna be taking him out of his package. No! Matthew, you're gonna pull the stick until it clicks, okay?
Why would you
And
do
then you're
that?
gonna, well, now get a new one. Stick the ends of the tampon into the water bottle. And then you're just gonna, now you're gonna have to fish it out.
Where the fishy came
Okay, push it in. Easy. All right, now take it out. Okay, don't yank on it like that. You have to I just ordered sushi and it took my driver like 30 minutes to find my location and he just delivered it. I get the bag, I check inside and I'm like, oh, you forgot my sauce. And the guy's like, oh, you forgot my phone number. And I was like, I have a boyfriend. And he's like, cool. Then the guy's like, okay, wait, actually, I think I forgot your sauce in my car. Let me go check. So I'm sitting there, I'm like, okay, like I'm waiting. I'm wearing these shoes, right? The guy comes back and goes, yeah, I don't have your sauce. The guy looks down at my feet and he says, you have cute toes. Haha, thanks. So then he's like, haha. He's like, you know, you're really pretty. Can I get your snap? My guy is thirsty. I'm like, no, sorry. He's like, cool. So I get inside and I open my box and the very first one that I open looks like this. There should be 10. What is that? Tell me that is not a bite taken out of my sushi. And where's the other roll? Not only was he thirsty, but apparently he was hungry as well. I just got that little email thing that says rate your driver. What should I rate him? So in high school, I used to like this guy. Everyone thought he was cute, which was weird because now that I look back, he wasn't. I think it was because we lived in a small town and that's all we had. Anyways, he had asked me on a date. Little freshman me was like, oh my gosh, yes. He did not seem into me at all on our date. But when he took me home to meet my parents, suddenly he was a whole new person. On the second date, when he picked me up, he brought my mom flowers. How sweet. He then asked me if he could get my parents' phone numbers because he had something to surprise me with. After I gave him my mom and dad's phone number, he stopped talking to me. My mom then started to receive good morning and good night texts from him. What the heck? I confronted him at school. He said, whenever you look as hot as your mom one day, hit me up. 6 years later, I just saw him in Walmart. He said, hey Tab, how are you? You look a lot like your mom. No, little boy blue! My mother and I are not interested. Your tractor is not sexy. It does not turn us on.
Whenever I was little, my parents always told me that whenever you see an opportunity, take it. Hi.
I went to my boyfriend's grandparents' house today. This was my first time meeting them, and I have really freaking bad stomach issues. And I knew I was not about to make it to the bathroom in time. I just let one slip. I farted. Boyfriend's grandpa goes, oh gosh. Oh gosh, heavens, that's terrible. So I did the first thing that came to my mind. I think it was the dog. My boyfriend's grandpa is like, oh my gosh, this smells so bad. Someone put the dog outside. Now I am sitting in my car because my boyfriend's grandpa just called the vet for the dog and told the vet that his dog was dying from the inside out. I feel so guilty. I've decided I'm gonna go tell my boyfriend it was me. So my sister just saw a cute boy in Target. Being the cool sister that I am, I decided to be her wingman and help her out. So he's standing behind us in the checkout line and my sister's acting all nervous. So I thought it would be a good idea to knock her stuff off the checkout table in hopes that he would help her pick it up. So I just grabbed all my bags and I took off running. I looked over my shoulder and I realized that he was gosh dang it, sorry. That he was helping her pick up her stuff. I'm a pretty good wingman. Did you get his phone number?
I'm gonna be single forever.
Why? What happened?
Nothing.
Did you get his phone number?
No.
What happened?
When I bent down to help him, I let one slip.
You let what slip?
A fart. What?
Where is the bag of stuff?
I left it.
Why did you leave it?
Because after I farted, he said it's okay. Sometimes life is stinky.
Where'd it go? Oh my god. This is for the girls only. So I have a photo shoot, right? And I forgot my bra. It's a little cold outside. That means the boobs are gonna do their thing. Anyways, this is outfit number 1 of my choice. The photographer's a dude. I've never worked with him before. So he's like, hey, Tabitha, nice to meet you. I'm like, hey. He says, okay, for the first pose, I want you to lay right there. Okay. So I go to lay down on this bench, like this. And this dude, for real, just said, oh, you know what? Laying down isn't for everyone. Get back up. What? This guy is like mortified at what I look like laying down. His facial expressions was literally like this. Duh. Like he couldn't stand to look at me. So now I have a new insecurity. Apparently I'm ugly laying down. Blake, it's you being annoying for me.
It's you having a mask for me.
It's your hair for me.
It's you having a red face for me.
It's your hat for me.
It's you not getting a boyfriend until you're 20 for me.
It's you being a bench warmer for me.
Take that back.
No.
It's you dropping out of college for me.
Okay, but that hurt. Okay.
You speechless, huh?
Good Lord. You guys will not believe what my little brother just said to a girl at the pool. Okay, tell them what you said.
I said, hey, you're kind of cute.
Okay, then what?
Then the girl said, oh, aren't you Prince Charming? Then I said, a prince that can take you on a magic carpet ride. See, how's that inappropriate, huh?
Because it's what you did after. So I'm currently going to pick my little sister up from school because someone just got herself in trouble. Backstory. The other day, my little sister was asking me for some advice. She's like, Tabby, if someone were to punch me at school, what should I do? Jokingly, I said, well, shoot, knock them out. I didn't think she was going to take it literal. Hi.
Not funny.
Okay, can you tell us about what happened today?
Today in class, a guy passed me, and I felt something grab my butt.
And
I grabbed his butt. You said that if someone does it to me, I can do it back to
The
them.
problem here was it was his backpack that touched her.
why would you do that?
He didn't actually grab my butt, but I took his and grabbed the whole hand.
So today I'm going to be teaching my boyfriend how to use a pad. Hey Matthew, I have a surprise for you.
Are we gonna do face mask?
No. So do you know what this is?
A coffee filter.
Open it. Well, that's one way to open it. So this is...
I know. It's a sleeping mask.
What?
Yeah, it's a Oh, it's on my eyelash. Stop.
Ew.
It's like spongy. Can I pour water on it?
Yeah.
Good Lord. Oh, it's kind of like a diaper.
I use it.
You use diapers?
It's not a diaper.
But listen, it's okay. You don't have to be embarrassed. I'm still gonna like you.
I don't pee in it. It's a pad for my period.
Oh, the thing that like makes you moody.
How do you think it goes on?
Just like this, watch.
No, it doesn't go on the outside.
This cannot be comfortable.
All girls wear pads.
You don't have to be like everybody else.
You think I choose to have a period? Also, you did it wrong. It doesn't go on the outside. It goes on the
This thing goes
inside.
on the inside? This is why your periods are hurting so bad, because you girls are stuffing this whole thing up inside of you.
My dad went on a business trip. I had to stay at home with my stepmom and my stepsister and brother, who I swear hate me. Anyway, we all went to the mall, and a very popular guy named Luke invited us to a pool party. We got home, I went to go change into my bikini, but I couldn't find it anywhere. Walked outside my room, and my stepsister was wearing it. It was the...
Bruh.
My stepsister says, "You look way better in it than you do." My stepmom stepmom walked out and said, "You can't go anyways. You have to clean all the pods out of your brother's car." He literally goes through 3 pods a day that was going to take me forever. They all left for the pool party and I was stuck home alone. There was a knock on my door and my dad's side hug. Me and my dad's aunt walked in. We talked and I told her about what happened. She left and came back with the cutest, cheeky, leopard, sexy bikini ever. Put it on and went to the pool party. When I showed up, all heads turned. Yeah! Luke and I hung out all night and I had the time of my life. But my curfew was at 12, so I had to roll out. On my way out, my bikini snagged on a tiki torch and fell off. So I ran, topless. Whenever I got home, I noticed that Luke posted my bikini top on Instagram, caption, "Looking for the mystery girl who has the matching bottoms to this bikini top. Is this love?" Every night for 2 weeks straight, I would dream about the zoo. Now, I had no idea why until one night, I woke up to animal noises. Well, that's a little strange. Turns out my neighbors were trying to sleep their way through the alphabet, as in having sex with guys beginning with each letter. I'm sure your first grade teacher would be so proud. Our walls were so thin I could hear everything. Every night, girls would wedge objects between our campus house back door so that they could sneak guys in. One night, my best friend and I thought it would be funny if we kicked the object out of the door so that they had to walk around to the front. The object that they used that night was a horse bit. The following morning, my friend approached me in a panic. She said, "Tabitha, do you remember the horse bit we kicked out of the door yesterday?" I said, "Yeah, why?" And she said, "I saw a girl with it this morning. That wasn't a horse bit. It was the handle for her seeing eye dog." Like,
What?
do you believe in the alternate universe?
What?
It's like the upside down off of Stranger Things.
Oh, wait, with 11? What? She's hot. Wait, what is the
Alternate universe?
Yeah, what is it?
It's like the opposite of our universe.
He did not hesitate to roast me.
Oh, you'd be a cool sister then.
What's that supposed to mean?
This one hurt a little more.
And you would have a boyfriend. You said it was the opposite.
Answer the question.
What is the question?
Do you believe the alternate universe is real? I'm not mad.
Yeah, you are. If you're in the upside down, you wouldn't be mad right now.
Well, I'm not mad.
Yeah, you are.
I'm really not mad.
And I didn't drop your toothbrush in the toilet. Now it looks like we're both flying.
That little shit.
So I had this college classmate, and he always slacked off in every class we had together, but yet always had straight A's. Like how? You getting close with our professor? Dude, he didn't even show up for class. So I got to know him a little better, and I guess you could say we became friends. Homies. Bros. And that's when he told me his secret. So there were 2 ways you could get away with skipping class. 1, you were sick with a doctor's note, or 2, an emergency or death in the family. Every time he didn't want to go to class, he would go to the local funeral home. This man would walk into a random person's funeral, grab one of their little brochure thingies, and leave. The following day when he'd return to class, he would make his eyes red and walk in. He would hand the booklet to the professor as proof he was at a funeral. He had lost track of how many times he did it. At the end of the year, we had our huge final. It was 70% of our grade. I was like, this boy's gonna be screwed. The professor felt so bad for his entire family passing away. So the professor let him off the hook and said, "You don't have to take the final. I'm sorry this year was so rough on you." And he passed another class with an A. But hey, Isaiah, it'll be our little secret. Everyone keeps asking, "Tabitha, what's the worst date you've ever been on?" Let me tell you. It was a warm summer day, and Tabitha had just left class. Suddenly, one of the boys from her childhood slid into her DMS.
No, DMs. DMs.
DMs. Asked me if I wanted to go out for ice cream. We go to Brahms, we sit down, having a conversation, but then I start to get a weird vibe. So just to be safe, I wrapped it up. To be safe, she wrapped it up. You wrapped what up? The date, you nasty. So he starts driving me home. Long, awkward silence. Quietness. The poor guy didn't know what to say. It's like he didn't know what to say. So then he asks me, "Want to see a picture of my dog?" I would love to see a picture. He gets his phone out. I lean in. Then, oh heavens, oh gosh. He clicks on his photo album, and all my swimsuit photos are in an album labeled Tab. I was like, oh gosh, what's he doing with my pictures? And he was doing exactly what I thought he was doing. He said he had to show them to his grandma because he wanted to get his cousins the same swimsuit. What a man. Anyways, we're engaged. I'm just kidding, we never talked again. I used to have a crush on this guy. I thought I was gonna marry him. One day, our dad took us over to his new girlfriend's house to meet her. We go inside, I meet her kids. Love of my life was her son. I thought, it'll blow over, my dad will move on. Things got serious between my dad and the lady, and they moved into our home. Slowly, my crush started to refer to me as his sister. In that moment, I decided to give up on love. Our parents got engaged. Then I started to hate Disney, because instead of getting Prince Charming, I ended up with the evil stepmother. She made our lives hell.
Anyway, somebody finally bibbity boppity booped my dad some common sense because he finally got rid of Cruella de Vil, Maleficent, Ursula, Gaston, Ipton Hook, the evil queen, or aka the evil stepmom. Finally, my dad fell real in love, and I was blessed with a bonus mom who talks to animals like a princess. Then I realized this wasn't even my Disney princess love story. It was just a character in my dad's. So you gotta see everything with the silver lining. I'm still kissing frogs though.
I just got in my car. Every time I hit the brakes, it makes this noise. So I call my dad. I'm like, Dad, there's something wrong with my car. My dad thought it would be funny to put one of the alarm things that go off whenever a big truck is backing up, and he attached it to my brakes. So now I have to drive an hour and a half with this noise. I don't even want to look at anyone. This guy is staring at me. Please don't be a red light. Please don't be a red light. Turn red. Currently at a red light. Yep. Oh, should I slow down for this corner? Maybe. I'm gonna just pull into the parking lot. I'm currently on my first date after quarantine. I've been planning a date with this guy since February. Just got up to go to the bathroom and a waitress ran into me. Or I ran into a waitress. That is besides the point. Point is, I am not canceling this date. My friend lives 5 minutes away, so while I'm in the bathroom, I am going to her house and changing. Nothing is going to ruin this date. I know. Thank you. I'm going to change in the car. Maybe he wouldn't even mind. Kind of smell good. It's kind of a look. This could be a red flag. I'm not taking it as one.
Yeah, you never do.
There's no way this guy's not gonna notice. All I want is a second date. Has been 11 minutes. Gonna think I have bathroom issues. If there's a second date, I'm gonna tell him what happened. I am pulling into the parking lot. 4:30 on the dot. Okay, bye. Wish me luck. It all started my junior year of high school. He was 6 foot, 3 inches. Those are 2 separate measurements. He was dreamy, and I was hooked. Nothing could have prepared me for what was about to happen. The guy asked my dad if he could take me on a date. We went to dinner, a movie. We proceeded to go out for the next 2 months. Yes! He told me not to tell anyone because he didn't want people involved. So I didn't. Idiot. A group of girls were comparing their man. We all flipped our phones around and showed off who we were talking to. And there was one small problem. I mean, other than his. Another girl showed a picture of my guy. I asked her how long they had been a thing. He said 6 months. Him and I had been talking for 5. I was. In fact, the side him and I hung out during the day, he had been hanging out with her at night. We compared text messages, old copy and paste. I confronted him and he said, I'm not sure what type of signals I was giving you, but I only ever saw you as a friend. I was not only an idiot, but now a bro. A bruh. A homie. Growing up, I had very strict parents. I was very sheltered. But whenever I moved to college, I had the idea that I was going to meet a nice boy and fall in love. Like in the movies. The first week of college, I met a very fine man. He asked for my number, things took off. He asked me if I wanted to hook up later. Obviously, I was in. My friends and I back home used the term hook up every time we wanted to go get ice cream, go to the movies, or simply just hang out. He asked me if I've ever hooked up with anyone before. I said, yeah, all the time. Then he said, what time and where? I told him we should go to the library. He texted me back and replied, ooh, kinky. I was like, okay. We met at the library and he walked me to one of the back cases. He seemed very confident in where he was going. He must study often. Then we sat down and... oh man. Now, remember whenever I said things started to take off? This boy tried to take off my shirt. I was shook. I'm out here trying to experience a whole new world of college. Prince Charming is trying to take me on his magic carpet ride. So, I was never able to tell this full story until now, due to legal reasons. A few months ago, I had an interview with our university president to represent the college at the USA pageant. I got dressed up and wore a dress that required a sticky bra.
Look at that little handful.
As the interview began, I got the nervous sweats. I felt my sticky bra become unsticky. His secretary comes in and says, time to wrap this up. Then she tells us she wants to snap a quick picture. And as I stand up, I feel my sticky cup bra unstick from my boob, slip down my side, and fell right in front of the president's foot. He says nothing. He didn't see it. So I did the one thing I could think of. I kicked it underneath his love seat. I went to the hall, tears in my eyes, told my parents. My dad snatched me up and we ran. You would have thought we committed a crime. But no, all I did was kick my boob underneath under the couch and run. His wife's gonna find it. We were just at a gas station. This man walks up to us and says, "You're both very pretty, have hair and teeth like models." But we didn't know what to say, so we're both like, "Thank you." Then the guy says, "Where are you guys from?" We're like, "Missouri." He says, "Oh, that's a long ways from home." We're like, "Yeah." This gave us those really weird, creepy vibes. He looks at us and says, "How old are you guys?" Like, "I'm 19.
I'm 21.
So we carry on getting gas.
It literally made me feel so uncomfortable.
He looked at us and he was just like, "So, do you guys know your way around here?" And then we're like, "Yeah." "So, are you guys alone?"
Mind you, this guy's like 60 years old.
We both hesitated and we gave two different answers.
I said, we're here with a group of friends.
And I said, our parents are back home. Then this guy looks at us and says, "Okay, well, I hope you have fun." At the very end, he says, "Oh, I hope you guys stay safe. There's a lot of weirdos out here." And now we don't know what to do. This guy's just sitting over here being super creepy and weird in his car.
And my only way to cope with it is laughing.